Hello everyone and welcome back to Penguin Powered Gaming. It's been an exciting time for sure in our past game, and so we're going to continue that today. If you weren't aware of the new civilizations, Korea and or leaders, Korea and Japan, as well as the 4 civilizations and 4 wonders that we'll be getting next week. Please check out my video on that and the patch for 1.41. With that being said, let's jump right into it. I've been kind of reading over some of the information about trade, and I think I have a better understanding about that. So essentially, I cut off the tutorial, or disabled it at least, and just kind of jumped right in because I've been playing Civ for a long time. Even though the mechanics of this game are somewhat different, it's still a Civ game. But essentially, if you go to trade in the Civipedia and you just start kind of reading over some of this, some important parts. Let's see, after the merchant, it says, upon establishing a trade route, you gain GDP and a copy of, one moment, let me go ahead and, there we go. Sorry about that, had to keep our frames per second at like 60. Okay, so upon establishing the trade route, you gain GDP and a copy of all resources in that settlement. Alright, so when you, if they have 3 resources in that city, then you gain a copy of those, and your GDP goes up. We'll read more about that in just a moment. While the other party gains gold, and we were wondering, or I was wondering in the trade screen, it said that they get gold, so they get gold as trade income per copy of the resource. So for every resource that they trade you, they get a certain amount of gold. Multiple copies of a single resource stack additively increases benefits like purchase discounts. So if they have multiple of the same resource in the same city, then you might get it a little cheaper and maybe you pay them less. Is how I'm reading that. Settlements must be part of your trade network to share resources, the range of which is expandable by having a naval building. And then you can also, let's see, there's trade range also that goes in. That's pretty interesting. It talks about there's 10 tiles in the Antiquity Age, 15 in Exploration, 20 in Modern, and then there's even more on sea-based trades, so 30 tiles and Antiquity. So kind of digging into some of this really has helped me understand, and I don't see a lot of YouTubers really digging into the finer details, right? So when I'm looking at this trade screen, you have your city resources, we have our bonus resources, and I think we have to unlock like a civic before we can, or let's see, we have to get a new resource, yeah, or a resource slot to move these. Which I'm not sure if I like that or not. I'd like to just kind of move those at will, but if we look at our trade routes, this is what we're getting. We're getting our rice, we're getting our hardwood. That is an active trade route, what we're getting now. So +2 in food in all settlements, as well as 10% production towards naval units, which is actually nice. So if my towns were cities where I could utilize the production, that is. And then here is our empire-wide resources. So here's our hardwood we're getting. Here's our rice we're getting. It's coming from Charlemagne. And then remember, we get GDP from the trade routes. So if you go to economic and you click this little button, this little eye in the top right hand corner, it'll actually tell you how to get GDP, and some of these are unlocked by text, like 2 GDP for gold building, currency, and then the wheel You get GDP for your resources and bonus resources. And then imported resources. That's kind of what we care about with a trade. +1 additional GDP per turn for each resources imported via a trade route and assigned to a city, not a town, after researching skilled trades. So I don't know that the empire-wide tree resources give you the GDP. I think it might be just bonus and city resources because it has to be assigned to a city. But after getting skilled trades, and skilled trades is a civic way up here. So, and then you can also do trade convoys as well, but that's in the exploration age. So that's kind of what I found out. Now we are essentially paying them 8 gold for these resources, and I can't find that. I'm assuming that I wished I would have been paying attention to this before, but let's see, it's not here. Unit expenses. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where you see that. So I'd like to understand that a little more. It might be totaled into this total income per turn. Maybe it's just factored in. I'm not sure. I would like to see a line for that. If there's a way to see that, let me know, but I have not found a way to see that yet. Also, when a merchant makes a trade with you, I'm not sure if you're getting gold per turn or GDP, and so I don't think it's GDP because it wasn't listed as that. So I think you're actually getting gold per turn, which would be income. And I looked at this city, Timbuktu, in this screen, as well as a full breakdown. And I've actually tested this a few times, just kind of looking down through the breakdown on where all of my gold's coming from. And if we are exporting resources to them and we're getting paid for them, I don't see a way to understand how to see that. So, Firaxis, if you're watching this, please, I see the trade route screen, I see the resource screen, but I would really like to have a better understanding of what's being imported, what's being exported, and the income that's being given to another civilization or income being brought into my civilization. With that being said, I do have an understanding though of how it works, so that's not bad at all. So you can, if you hover over this empire wide, you can see Charlemagne's face. You can also see settlements. So I think if this was a city or bonus resource, we could hover over it and we could see where the origin came from. All right, with that all being said, that was a mouthful. So let's get back into it. Now, I was looking at the victory screens and kind of going through these, and we're not doing as bad as I thought. We need to increase our science, though, for sure. That's something that I'm learning how to keep up with science. Is very different than in other games, and so essentially you need like the library fairly soon. So I had to build this urban district here with the library. I'm producing six because I'm beside of resources here. So that is a really good tile for science. Oh, wrong screen, sorry. As far as culture, I'm actually #1 in culture. That was really blowing my mind. She's getting 1 point for this temple. Mastaba, unique building, she's getting 1 point. The pyramids, she's getting 4. Dushurukan, she's getting 4. And Petra, she's getting 4. So a total of 14. And I have a total of 14. 10 from the Grand Canyon and 4 from the Hanging Gardens. So culturally, we're doing very well. So that's really good. Charlemagne is way down there in culture. Let's see. And I've also been doing cultural packs with her. I'm going to try to focus on gold with the Songhai, and so this is a learning curve for me for sure. So right now I am not getting any points in GDP, so we need to do what we can to get that up. Charlemagne has 2 per turn, and so you can see each turn, and we can also see that there's 4 more civs we haven't met, probably on another continent. I think the fastest way, let's see, we need currency for gold buildings. We need the wheel. I think that might be one of the fastest ways. If we look at the tech tree, the currency is up here for 17 turns. Then we can build a market. Let's see, that would be a gold building. I guess the market would be the only gold building there. Plus 2 GDP per turn from gold buildings. So we need currency and the wheel, which is also 17. So that's on the same tier, essentially. So one of those 2, 1 GDP per turn for a resource. I'd like to actually have both of those. So that's definitely something I plan on focusing on to catch up, because they are way ahead of me in GDP, especially the Egypt. They're getting 4 per turn. Let's see. And then skilled trades, I'm a long way from getting that. Increasing the culture will help me get that, though. Treasure convoys is an exploration, and factories is probably modern. So I think the wheel and currency is the next best way. I'm not sure how Egypt is getting. Maybe they have. I really don't know how they're getting 4 per turn. Maybe they have gold build. It says gold buildings. So that must mean that they have currency. So that doesn't surprise me that they're ahead in tech, honestly. I knew that I was behind. That's something I plan on remedying the next time. You know, in this game also, but in the next game that I play, I'm going to probably make better decisions. Alright, with all of that being said, let us do, let's see, the government grants you a choice. This is empire-wide, right? 20% food for 10 turns. Yeah, we're going to do that. I want to keep growing as fast as possible. We get another... Do we get another one of these for every celebration? Maybe. Not sure. We could do survey. I could also do tool making. I think I'm okay on the independent powers. However, there's a lot of ships, so I think I'm going to do honor, because there's so many. I did see a lot, like there's 3 right there of these, and I don't have a very strong navy, so yeah, I think that's a good decision, and we have an enemy right there too. All right, so let's see. Gaio, the capital, is... What do I want to do? Could build maybe another settler. There's certainly... Or possibly... I'm thinking I could probably do another settler. Let me look at the map here. settler. Yeah, there's plenty of fresh water here. There's quite a bit of happiness here as well. I could definitely expand more. Let me check my... Oops. Let me check my happiness in my cities. Is there a better way of me seeing all of my cities' happiness? Probably. Can I look here? Yeah, so plus 12. Also, what would be great is if, like, when I highlight this entire row lights up. These need to be rows. That would be nice. So for happiness, I'm plus 12, and Gene plus 14, Timbuktu plus 8, and Gober plus 13. Tadmeka is plus 7. Okay. Yeah, I think we can produce another settler. Yeah, we're going to go wide. And I think that would be negative 5. And I have how many? 5 settlements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 times 5 is 25. So I have enough local and global happiness. Yeah, I'm gonna produce another settler. If I don't, someone else will. So that's what I'm gonna do there. I am very, very nervous about Charlemagne. Is he still in a war? He needs to... I really hope that the Khmer can like keep him busy. He is still at war. Okay, good. Alright, and we're going to fall back with that unit there. This unit's going to come over here. We're going to try to damage some of these ships, I believe. They say you can move faster on a road, but I just don't see it. Like, I really don't. Alright, so... yeah, I think I'm just going to leave him there. He's going to go heal. I'm assuming a ship will heal faster inside the city, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's check healing. Let's see. Heal. God of healing. That's not what I want. Okay, well... alright, I'll see if I can find that another time. Home. Leaders. Yeah. Don't think I can... I don't think that... So the problem... I think there's a big learning curve with this game, I think, for especially new people. And you do have advisors which help you. I kind of turned those off, but a lot of people have said that maybe the learning curve is a little steeper, right? So they're not getting a tutorial as much as they would like. So maybe that's some of the problem of people understanding the game. But I mean, I think in one game I've learned quite a bit, so it's not that bad. Let's see, we're just going to do nothing with the commander. We're going to heal the units. We're going to push forward in this jungle, I think, and try to eliminate, or maybe even befriend, but honestly, I might eliminate this. This guy's getting on my nerves. Let's see. He is definitely going to heal this ship. Command units. We'll put that guy there. What I've noticed is if you leave the city undefended, you'll start seeing them come. It's like they don't even have sight, but the AI knows. That's a little annoying. It seems to know. Alright, we're going to move this ship over here. And what else? Slinger. Okay, we'll do alert. We'll leave him there. That's fine. And then we need to grow our town. Gene really... let's see. At some point, I want to convert this into a city. Or convert it into... or at least specialize it, right? But I've been told not to specialize it, or I understand from everything I was reading, not to specialize until I've used up all of the tiles, and that's kind of what I thought. Maybe people grow faster than I do, I don't know. Let's see. What do we want to work? We want to grow probably the cotton, 2 food and 2 production. Let's see, I've got 55 gold now, 12 here. Yeah, let's work the cotton. Yep, so now I have 58 gold from the gold and hammers being converted. So that's fantastic. Do I want to build, or do I want to buy another naval unit or an altar? I think I'm going to really need military. Let me go. I might purchase another galley. I'd like to upgrade these at some point, but yeah, we're going to go another galley. I think we have to. Resource assignments available. How did that happen? Oh, I got cotton. That's right. Okay, anytime you get a new resource, you can... it unlocks. Okay, cool. So, also, Songhai, when you put a resource, you get another hammer. They have 38 hammers, right? Let's see. They have 38 hammers. So, when I add a resource, my special ability for the Songhai will give me another hammer. So, 39, 40, 41. Yeah, we're putting more cotton, I think. And, let's see. I think it has to be on a navigable river. I would like to kind of have the extra food for Gene, though. I don't have another slot. 1 food on warehouse buildings. And this is straight up 2 food. Okay. I don't really have a lot of warehouse buildings, do I, in Gene? Let's see, this is a warehouse building. I guess this is also. But I don't see a food. Oh, that's a mine. Never mind. That's a quarry. So any districts, I think. But I wonder why I didn't get food on the altar. That's kind of odd. Yeah, I think the cotton's actually better for Gene than the crabs. I don't know though. This gives me... Let me look again. The crabs give me +1 food on warehouse buildings. Okay, so... I think that it only gives me... That's 2 food there. 3 food there. And I think that's the only thing it will do. So this should, if I look at Gene's food per turn, 25. New citizen in 10 turns. Alright. 25. We're going to change that, I think. We're going to experiment. 25. We're going to take that away. Oops. There, no, can I not put this here? Why can I not put this here? Oh, this is frustrating. I literally got it from the city. Why can I not put this here? Maybe I gotta reassign this. Probably. Alright, so... Let's put the... Can I put the crabs here? I think so. On warehouse buildings. So let's look at Goa. Okay, so... I think warehouse buildings are like... the brickyard and saw pit. So I wonder if I get food there. And then what else do I have? I have a garden here. Okay, I have 4 food on my garden. I have a brickyard and saw pit with no food. And then the library with 6. Let's try it. Let's give it a try. Let's put this here. And this here. Alright, so now we have 2 food. Okay, so we didn't get food on the library. I guess it's not a warehouse building. The brickyard and saw pit we did. That's nice. We did not... The garden didn't get extra food. I need to look up what is considered warehouse buildings. Alright, so Gene, I think it was 25. Now it's 26.3. And instead of 9, now we're at 10 turns. That's really, really good. And we're at 59 instead of 58. So I'm happy with that. I think that was the right move. Grow town. Town growth. And I think we could even, like, I think we can move them again. It's not locked. It's open for the entire turn. Let's see. What do we want to do here? This I'm not sure of. Maybe the silver. The silver is cumulative, so the food in all settlements +1 gold. The silver is definitely really, really good. So we may... Is this rough? Build a mine. If I put it here, get all of this. If I put it here, I would get this. Okay. I think we're going to put a woodcutter right here to get... I should get the silver as well. So, let's see, 2 food, 1 hammer, and 1 happiness. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Awesome. Now, the next time we can get this empire resource. Okay, so I think that is all we're going to do this turn. I think that was a really good turn. How much? Let's see. We have 107. Yeah, I think that was a very good turn. So look at this merchant. This merchant, maybe he's not even trading. So there's also no road, right? I don't think he's established a trade route yet. So if there is... I'm going to have to keep track of my gold. I've got 61 per turn right now. I want to... If this merchant... Essentially, they would be getting, like, a lot of resources. I actually need to do the salt and these... Yeah, I need to do those. That would actually give me more. Yeah, when Goa... I'm going to increase... Gosh, that's such a good spot for a library. Because I have 3 resources. I wonder if you get them without them being worked. I think you do, because it's 6. Because if you look at a library... 3 science, and then 1 for each adjacent resource. Yeah, so I'm getting... Yeah, that is an awesome tile. You can't get much better than that. Unless I had, like, a wonder nearby. Unless I would have put the hanging gardens. Well, maybe there. Okay, so... The ship is definitely not happy. Can I not bombard this? What? This slinger cannot throw rocks over a cliff. Are you kidding me? Okay, that makes no sense. That's frustrating. Didn't I have a ship here? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, I guess the slinger has to come here. They are going to heal. Yeah, I'm really, really nervous about the Greeks. Okay, so he has befriended them. I'm hoping that means that he's not... I don't think they're hostile toward me now. Zen... I think that's something else. I'm not sure if that's hostile or not. The foreign settlement Athena has added rubies to your trade route. You can now utilize this resource in your settlements. Okay, so that's cool. And the Struma River has flooded. Damage in the area is severe. Okay, so they have added rubies. Let's look at the trade route. Well, you would think that it would... It's not letting me change it, but... Okay. Well, I guess it's locked, but... I thought I was getting this before. Essentially, we're paying quite a bit of gold. This it was... 61. Yeah, see, this 12 gold that we're paying them... I want to see that. I can't find that. Oh, let me... I should also see that on the Empire here. No, not here, sorry. No, you see that on your resources. So I need to move those rubies. But whenever I can. Alright, so this river flooded. That does not impact me, so I don't really care. Still don't see a road going that way. This guy's going toward the capital. Okay, we are... I think we're going to move 1 tile here, and then use our scout ability to search. Yeah, I mean, that revealed some, not a lot. This is kind of like tundra, like... I need to be going over this way, I think. Okay, so is this guy even hostile? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. Because it's not outlined in red, and now I only see... Okay, these guys are sailing down to Jean. So this guy is going to... need to name these ships. We're going to try to be let's see, maybe somewhat strategic about this. For now, we're going to move this here. And he is going to be alert. The music's actually getting really tense. Let's see, can I attack him on this turn? Probably not. No. Okay. We're going to be alert here. And then a slinger. Or my commander, rather. I'm just going to continue to heal. We're not worried about... I could probably push up here. This guy can push up as well. We need to put something on Timbuktu. We actually need some type of naval unit right here. So, I don't know if I can purchase one. Probably not. Okay, so let's look at a galley. What about fishing? Yeah, I don't see what is needed to make a galley, but like, it looks like from everything I see, you need to have like a fishing building or something. Yeah, so if I try, like, I can purchase a galley here. And this seems to be the only city, so I think you have to have some type of water type building. Alright, so let's go to next turn. I think we're going to get attacked. Let's see, we're still at 61. This merchant has really not done anything from what I can tell. We are going to attack this galley here. Naval attack. This galley is not going to do anything. I'm going to let him heal. This slinger is probably going to be added to the commander. And I guess these guys attacked my warriors. So I think let's just try to attack here. Okay, and we successfully were able to do that. We're going to push on up and start scouting out this. Okay, so the slinger will go on alert. But not too bad here. We're doing okay, I think. I need to get that gold and happiness in all settlements. That's incredible. Let's just try to keep scouting and get all of this land, and then we'll work our way on around behind. See, my warrior was attacked. That's fine. Charlemagne has become the suzerain of a new city-state and assigned it the bonus Spoils of War. What is that? What is Spoils of War? Okay. I really don't like these guys. That probably is like some kind of pirate thing or something. Let's see. Spoils of War here. Nope. Don't see it. Not sure. Okay, let's keep going over here with the galley. I'm glad I made these galleys. Really need to promote these. Need more science. Can I only make one library? I mean, can I make more? Yeah, I guess you can only make one in a city. That's crazy. Okay. Well, yeah, that's kind of wild. I guess you can buy them in towns. Okay, and let's yeah, we're gonna keep pushing forward, I think. Let's go ahead and load up my... Yeah, we're gonna load up my commander here in a moment. Next turn. Okay, and we have some naval warfare. And we have a flood. Oh my gosh, this is one of ours. We're not actually working this though. So I don't think that's too bad. Alright, writing 2, unlocked by this tech. So, still technological advancement. Gain a technology from the target that you have not researched. If the civilization has no eligible technologies, gain science instead. Okay, so that's really good. And then gain 1 codex. Choose a technology. Nice. I wonder if I can tell who I get it from. Choose the technology. Oh, this is not the one I steal. This is one I'm researching. Grow City, Command Unit. How do I steal their technology? The Great Codex has been added to the palace in the settlement of Goa. Okay. Okay, so I have a 2 science. Nice. That's very nice. Now I have 20 science. The river flooded, devastated the areas never seen before. I don't think that affected me at all. I don't think I was even working these tiles. So we probably need to do something there, but let's go to narrative of choice, Tree of Fortune. Devotees surround a large tree, running their fingers over its rough bark. They believe it is home of a lucky spirit. Okay, that's odd. Plus 50 gold. Collect tribute fees from believers. Embrace the legend to attract farmers. Plus food in all settlements. Okay, that's better than 50 gold for sure. And plus 25 influence. And we're getting 14 influence per turn. I'm going to take the food for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the food. So that's awesome. Can we see that? I didn't look before, but let's see. Food bonus. I guess it just adds into that bonus probably. Or it could be the other. Stuff like that I wish I would look at before, but that's really, really good. It looks like it did destroy one of my plantations. Oh, it did. It's further up the river. It destroyed my cotton. Okay. So I've definitely got to do that. Alright, the Colossus, the Keemer has finished with that. Galley was attacked. We have another narrative of choice, a story to tell. Satisfied at last, the writer sets down the quill They have spent countless hours writing down words only to scratch them out and rewrite them. All will be worth it if just one reader finds joy in this text. One must write every day to improve a +1 codex or 75 influence. Well, the codex gives science, so I'm going to go with the codex. Yeah, two. Yeah, that'll give us 1 science, 2 science. So I'm definitely going with that. All right, so I have like a that goes in my library. Nice. Now we can grow our city, and as stated before, I think I said I was going to grow into either the incense, 10% science, or 20% production towards training units. Let's do science. I feel like I'm falling behind in science and I need to catch up. So we're going to grow the city, and let's see, that'll only give us this 1 tile here, but that's okay. Actually, it won't even give us that. 1, 2, 3. I don't even think it'll give us that. That's perfectly fine though. So we were at 22. Now we are at 24. So that's awesome. Let's see, 10%. Oh, 22, 23, 24. We get 23 from this, and then I thought I should be at 25 if I'm getting 10% science. Maybe not. Maybe it's 10% before the bonuses. I'm not sure. Or maybe we don't have incense slotted. Is that an Empire resource? No, it's a city resource, right? It's blue. It's a city resource. Why don't I have incense here? Incense. Oh, I guess I already had it. And I don't think it... Yeah, I guess I already had it. And just slotted it in there. Okay. That's fine. It's 10% for the city, not the total. Yeah. That works. Alright, let's look at choose production. We need to repair the plantation for sure. Repair that. Command units. Let's see, this is my galley. I'm going to come out here. And I think we're just going to kind of scout around a little bit. Kind of want to see what's going on. Let's see. Can these guys go here? No. Okay, that's okay. These guys are reinforce army. Reinforce the army of a selected commander. Unit is removed from map during travel. Okay, well, there's no commander there. I don't know why I have this option available. Huh. Okay. I think these guys are going to fortify right there. Probably would be better fortify there, but that's okay. Let's look at units. Okay, and let's just do a search. Okay, so we've revealed all of this. We have some jade here. Jade there. Iron. Salt. You might get even pearls. You might get to like a little town here. There's no fresh water, right? So it's probably not like the #1 choice, but there's some happiness. There's some culture. I'm not sure how these tiles get culture. I really have no idea how some of these tiles get culture. It seems like all of these tiles here have culture for some reason. Taiga vegetated. Huh. Okay. Let's see. We're going to take our slinger and probably sink this ship. And then we are not going to wait for them to attack me, I don't think. We're going to be proactive. Can I do a naval attack here? Yes. I may actually lose one of my galleys. Yeah, I may have made a error in judgment. Okay, I have a settler. Let's kind of look where I want to settle. Let's see. These are not navigable. Don't see any navigable rivers. There are some really nice areas though. Lots of water up here. Lots of happiness. Let's look for resources as well as happiness. It's probably going to be up here. It could potentially be like over here or something like that. Not a lot of happiness here. I think happiness is probably the single most important factor in settling. So this has clay, +1 production on warehouse buildings. This has gold. I'm still kind of learning how to see good spots, I think. I used to have a really good knack for that on Civ 5. I think any of these areas with happiness and science is probably good. Most likely. For now, let's just move the settler up. I don't know where he's going to go just yet. I'll kind of give that some more thought. Okay, which unit is this? Which galley? Ah, okay. This guy is going to add to the commander. I think the commander is... this guy's going to be added. How many slots? So I have one more slot left. This guy's going to be added to the commander. Alright, so we have a full stack for the commander. A lot of units here. And I think this guy's gonna heal. Okay, so technology tree, masonry. Let's see. 3 combat strength for fortified, and you gain a codex. We are going to do that just for the codex, and I think I have a slot for it, right? Where do I see that at? Not view legacies, view religion, codices. Here, yeah, I have a slot for that. Probably grab this masonry. Both for defense purposes and for the science. Okay, and also I was looking at the triumphs. This is new with the latest update. These are some of the things you can unlock. So here I have first to slot 9 social policies or traditions. I've got 6. If I get 9, I can have this dedication whenever I go to the next stage. Plus 1 tradition slot, 2 culture for every social policy, which that's nice. Or tradition slotted, so that's really nice. Some of these are probably easier than others. Found 8 settlements, so that's not that bad. Okay, so far I haven't unlocked any of these yet, though. But I'm getting there. You get the. I mean, you can try for these, or you can try to kind of get these as you play. Okay, so, look at this. Charlemagne has become the suzerain. I've already seen this. I don't know why I keep seeing this. Alright, so I fixed my plantation. That's good. I should have my cotton back. Now I can... What do I want to do? Probably another merchant. Let's try to... Yeah, let's try to boost those merchants as much as we can. Both for resources and eventually I plan on getting GDP. So while we can, and it's only 1 turn, so yeah, yeah, definitely. Where did we get... How did that unlock? Oops, well, I don't know. I think this cotton that I just got whenever I fixed the plantation, that unlocked it. That's fine. Let's see. Where do I want to put 2 food into production? Probably in Gober. I want this city to grow. I want to try to claim this land, and I think that, yeah, let's put it there. Put cotton there. In Gober. So it's got 10 food per turn. It really doesn't have a lot. That will... Let's see where it grows. Citizen in 4 turns. 10.7. Put that there. Now when we look at it, citizen in 3 turns and 13. Okay. Cool. And we're probably getting more gold as well because of the hammers being converted. Charlemagne is -5 neutral. That's fine. I think that's okay. I don't think he's really a warmonger, though. From I don't believe, at least. It's just kind of... Oh no, do not declare war. Don't do that. I guess if we go... I'll move into... Oh, this sucks. Oh, yeah, this sucks. Okay, it sucks for us, at least. I needed that tile. This is... I can't transverse that tile. That's alright. Yeah, that's alright. We're just gonna... I do think I'm going to try to get one of these tiles, though, so that I can get everything around it. Alright, so my scout is... I'm gonna keep on scouting around in the back. The century policy or tradition would really help. Is that a policy or a tradition? Policies. How do you tell if it's a policy or tradition? I actually don't know. Yeah, I think it has to do with the top and bottom icons right here. I'm guessing it's maybe a policy, I don't know. Okay, so it looks like he took off. Thought he was gonna kill my unit, but he didn't. Yeah, that's what you get. You better run. We're gonna heal. He is... Actually, I might... Can I chase... What are the odds if I chase him down? Yeah, I'm gonna move my slinger and see if I can. That slinger's not leaving though. Alright, this galley... Where's this galley? Oops. My commander is going to move forward. Gosh, it's going to be terrible if Charlemagne does a surprise attack on me. This is going to heal. Still don't know where I'm going to settle. It's telling me there and theirs are pretty good spots, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I like the happiness. I like the happiness all in this area. I could settle like near this mountain. I wonder if you get a bonuses for settling near mountains, like you did in some of the other civs. Okay, this is dies, +4 happiness. Cowlin, +2 food, capital, +4 food in any other city, and gold. I like this. It's not a lot of happiness, but I like it. But yeah, maybe over here, maybe over here, or even in the center, possibly. I think if I settled in the center, 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I could get that. 1, 2, 3, I could get that. 1, 2, 3, I could not get the horses. Up here, there is a little closer. There's wine, horses, cotton. All of those are good resources to have. I don't have really double happiness tiles, but I still don't think they're bad areas to settle. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't... it's a hard decision. I haven't decided yet. I need to decide very soon, though. Very, very soon. Alright, command unit, warrior. He is going to go on top of that iron there. And we're going to keep pushing forward. I wonder how long this continent goes. And we get to grow here. Let's see, are these are city resources, right? Or bonus. Maybe they're bonus. Let's look at... I think they're bonus. No, blue is city. I guess I'm not working these camels. 2 resource capacity in this city. Does not consume it. Okay. That's cool. 1, 2, 3. I can't get those. See, I'm already working the marble. The wine, +2 happiness in the capital and 5 culture when in a celebration. Wow, wow, that's nice. That's empire-wide also. Do I have wine yet? I do. And that's cumulative, so... yeah, we're gonna try to get that. It's really tough because I focus so much on these resources as opposed to growing my city. But I think we have to do that, right? Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome when you're in a celebration. Now we should have 2 here. Where's wine? Yeah, 2. Yeah, that's really good. Alright, so let's go to next turn. And we'll command the units. Let's see. I think he is... what happens if I sail over here? Can I see anything? Yeah, maybe I'll just keep a lookout over here. And he will go over here. I think we're going to have to go into the water here. That's a little bit dangerous for the scout. We'll put him on alert. So my merchant is back. Oh no, not my merchant. Never mind. This is a new one. Okay, so I think these are the possible trade routes. See, at least this shows me my trade routes with... so I can't even get to Egypt yet. I like the... I think the incense is nice. I think the incense gives you plus 10% science. I like that. I like the silver. The crabs are nice also. I forget what jade gives you. I have jade over here somewhere. 10% gold, and I'm not sure what. Let's see, shingle. Where's shingle? Shingle, whatever it is. Shingle. Ah, over here. Okay. Pearls, happiness. See, Thep, I think is over here. So yeah, I think we're going to establish a trader out with them. We have 64 gold per turn now. And I don't think it will establish until I get there. Yeah, so we're going to send merchant. Alright, so he's on his way. And we have this, yeah, so this guy is definitely establishing a trade route. I'm just not sure where it is. And command units. Still got to decide where I'm going to settle. So I think that's where we're going to end the game tonight, or at least this game. I need to kind of think about where I want to settle, and I'd like to look at this merchant a little more and see if I can determine if he's established a trade route with me. Maybe I can find that in my economy, but I doubt it. So that's all for tonight's game, guys, and I will see you next time, and take care.